Let me write the question, then we are starting. From the top of 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree, and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. Determine the height of the tower. Okay, let's see. Here, angle of elevation is mentioned, that is fine. But what about this angle of depression? Okay, that we need to discuss over here. In my first class, I have explained what is angle of depression, but let's see how we'll be solving this question. So from the top of 7-meter high building, okay, there is 7-meter high building. From the top of that building, the angle of elevation of top of cable tower. Okay, there is one cable tower also. Cable tower. There is one cable tower on the ground as well. Okay, this one we are calling it cable tower, and the other one is building. 7-meter high building. Now from the top of 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of top of cable tower is 60 degree. Just a second, no? Have I drawn it like the tower should be bigger and the building should be smaller? Just a second. From the top of 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of the cable tower is 60 degree. The angle of depression of its foot, wait, just a second, no? Yeah. If you will read the question carefully, it says that from the top of 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of what? Of the top of the cable tower. So we just know there is a building, there is a tower. Now which one is bigger, which one is smaller? So far, suppose we are not getting. Okay, there is a building, there is a tower. Which one is higher than the other one? That we are not getting for now. Let's continue. Yeah. So for now, suppose we are not getting which one is higher than the other one. There is a building. We understood that there is a building and there is a cable tower. Cable tower. Okay. Now it says that The angle of elevation from the top of 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of top of cable tower is 60 degree. Okay, so angle of elevation is given as a 60 degree. How we'll be drawing the angle of elevation? Let's take a pause. Now it also says that the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. Okay, the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. Now let's first discuss what is angle of depression. So whenever we are, suppose this is a building and you are sitting over here, on this floor, maybe on the roof, maybe this is a point P, and if you are looking down, something is on the ground, there is another point on the ground, and there only you are looking, that time we'll be getting the angle of depression. The terminology, can you focus? Depression, it is going to depress, like it is going to decrease and decrease and decrease. Okay, that's what the angle of depression is. So this is how every time we will be getting angle of depression. When the person is sitting upward and looking downward, that time this angle will get created. Angle of depression. And angle of elevation means from down to up. Whenever we are standing over here and we are looking up, that time angle of elevation will be there. Getting it? Now angle of elevation, we were taking the angle of elevation with the horizontal line, right? Even if the person was 1.5 meter tall, and then from the eye, now the person is looking up over here, and we were taking the angle of elevation over here. Here also we used to draw a horizontal line, right, through the eye, and then only we used to mark this angle is the angle of elevation, right? Similarly, for angle of depression also we will be marking like this. Suppose this is a building, this is point P, the person is sitting at the top, that means at point P, and looking down. So here one angle will get created with the horizontal means, don't say that this angle, no, angle means the line of sight. This is the line of sight, and horizontal is this one. Through P only you have to draw one horizontal, and then only you can mark one angle. We are talking about this angle. This angle is the angle of depression with the horizontal. From where we are, from where we are drawing the horizontal line, through the same point you have to draw the horizontal line. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue.
Ma'am, can you tell me where will the angle of depression be formed?
For this particular example, Aisha,
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
this theta is the angle of depression.
Okay.
Okay, I was giving an example that there is a building. The person is sitting at point P and looking down at something. Maybe there is a river and there is a boat. The person is looking at this boat, and hence create their angle of depression is getting created. Depression means it's going down. Okay, this time we cannot say that angle of elevation is this one. This is the angle of depression. Okay, now which angle to mark? This angle? No, never. With the horizontal through point P you have to draw, and with the line of sight whatever angle is getting created, that angle is the angle of depression. Getting it? Getting it, Aisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Just a second. Now we are having this question. We will, if the concept of angle of depression is clear, let's solve this question. It says that from the very beginning, okay, we will be reading it carefully and we will try drawing the figure. So it says that from the top of 7-meter high building, okay, there is a building. From the top of 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of the cable tower. Okay, here the top of the cable tower is there. This is the cable tower. From the top of the building, the angle of elevation. Recall that in previous question, angle of elevation from eye of the person, angle of elevation from point P. So we were drawing it accordingly in previous question. If you are having book in front of you, let me help you with the previous scenarios also so that you can relate. This was the question number 4. The angle of elevation. The angle of elevation of top of tower from a point on ground. From where? Angle of elevation from a point on the ground. The angle of elevation of top of the tower. So this is how we used to represent the angle of elevation, right? This is the point. From the point, angle of elevation, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
You see from the point, here also this from the top of 7-meter high building. So this is building we are drawing over here. That's why we are going to draw the building is smaller and we will be drawing the cable tower bigger. Actually, we are not living in ancient era, so we can say that of course the building will be smaller than the cable towers are very huge and all. Nowadays we have seen already that buildings are also huge, right? So
Yes,
how
ma'am.
we will understand how to draw the figure, which one is smaller, which one bigger from the top of building. That means to from building to the top of the cable tower, angle of elevation is getting created. Now you understand angle of elevation means we have to draw a horizontal line, right? Over here. And this angle will be angle of elevation, right? So far, is it clear to everyone? There is a building, there is a cable tower. From the top of the building to the top of the tower, angle of elevation is 60 degree. Is it crystal clear so far?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next statement says that the angle of depression of its foot. That means which one's foot?
Cable.
Cable tower.
Cable tower foot. Okay, is 45 degree. From the same point, the building stop. The angle of depression to its foot means the cable tower. We were talking about cable tower and in the next statement we are saying its foot. Of course, cable tower's foot. Okay, of course, cable tower's foot. This cable tower, I have written it in brackets so that it will make sense to you. So, like this is how in English also we write the sentences. That there is a girl, maybe the name is Sneha. She is this, like there is a girl, Sneha. She studies in class 10 and then like After that, again and again, we don't say Sneha, Sneha, Sneha. We say she is. And she means we understand we are talking about Sneha only. Here also, its means we understand we are talking about cable tower. Okay. So the foot of the cable tower, the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. From the same point, angle of depression to its foot. Okay, this angle is 45 degree. Of course, with the horizontal, you can see I'm marking it with the horizontal only. Can you see? I said no, you have to draw one horizontal over here. It was already there for the previous scenario. We are using it for this scenario also. This 45 degree is the angle of depression. Getting it? We have to determine the height of the tower. Now, from determining part also, we are getting that yes, tower is the bigger one. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's find it. Only these angles we know over here, nothing else. Okay, let's complete this triangle. So we have drawn this figure. We will complete the figure. I am copy pasting the above figure. Okay, this much information we are having. We have to find the length of AB. Okay, this is C, this is D, this is E. Now we are going to do the customization in this figure. What we will we will draw a parallel line. Ground level we will draw, which is parallel to CD. Okay, this is ground level. On this ground, the tower is there, the building is there, which is parallel to CD. Okay, basically this CDEB, this is a rectangle. Okay, this is how we have completed the figure. Now, if you will focus on this figure, I am telling you that we have drawn a line parallel to CD, and this is a transversal, like this BD is a transversal. Then can we say this angle will also be 45 degree? Can we?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everyone getting it? That this line and this line are parallel with each other because CD is a horizontal line and BE is a ground level. Both are parallel with each other. Okay. Here, since these two are parallel and BD looks like transversal, then if this is 45, can we say this is also 45? Now the question is why we are doing so? Why? Why we are making 45 degree over here and why we will proceed after this? Okay, so you don't have to do that. Okay, if you don't want to do, you don't have to do. Let me tell you why we are doing it. Because we are having this triangle, which is right angle triangle, right?
Yes.
Either you see this triangle, right angle triangle, which is upside down, okay? Or you make 45 degree over here and you focus on this triangle, that is DEB. So either if you are comfortable with that triangle, it's okay, focus over there. Or you need, if you understand the concept that two parallel lines and there is a transversal, then this angle and this angle are pair of alternate interior angle. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so to just keep our concept clear that this is the triangle we are having, that's why we are marking that this is also 45 degree. Now rather than looking at this orange color triangle, we will focus on this straight, this triangle, this one. Let me mark it. It will be easier to understand and take the data from here rather than that triangle. We will be focusing now on this triangle. Here one of the angle is 45. This is 90 degree we know because building is just standing straight. This is 7 meter. Easily we will be able to think about this purple triangle rather than that orange color triangle. That's why always whenever we are marking angle of depression, we again take the parallel line scenario and alternate interior angle, we mark the angle. Are you getting it, everyone? Now we will
Yes.
say that we are having how many triangle? The upward triangle, that is triangle ADE, and the purple color triangle, triangle DEB. That's it. Is it okay? Or if you don't want to take DEB, take the orange one. It will not change our answer. If you will be taking the orange color triangle, that is DBC, and the above one DEA or ADE, it will not change anything. Let me wipe it from here. See, even if you will be taking the orange one as it is, and let's do it. Let's do it. In ADE triangle, what we know? See, we are supposed to find the height of the tower. 60 degrees is given over here. DE we will be using because this two triangle is having something common, and DE side is the common in this two triangle, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is C or E? C. Then ABC I must name. Yeah. So again tan 60 is equals to opposite. This is C. Don't get confused. Oh. This is C. AC opposite over adjacent is CD. Here tan 45. This upside down triangle, if you are comfortable, you can take it as it is. It will not change our answer. However, I will suggest you, whenever you are marking angle of depression, please mark it over here also, the purple one, and take this triangle. I am here, I am showing you the steps. Again, the other way also I will show you, and I will show you the answer will not vary. Okay. Tan 45. Opposite. Which one is the opposite side? In this orange color triangle, which one is the opposite side? Who will say according to angle 45 degree?
BC.
Yes, BC. Over adjacent is
DB.
CD. Now we can compare CD from both scenario, right? Right? This is CD. Tan 60 degree value is
Root 3.
root 3. Okay, AC by AC we don't know. CD also we don't know. Okay, here tan 45 degree is 1. BC. Do we know BC?
Yes.
What is BC?
7 meters.
7 meters.
And CD we don't know. Now we can compare CD from both sides. CD is AC by root 3, and here CD is just 7. Comparing 1 and 2. We'll be getting AC by root 3 is equals to 7. AC is 7 root 3. Getting it?
Yes.
We are supposed to find the complete length of this tower. We already know this much is 7 and this much is 7 root 3. We can add both of them and we will be getting the final answer, right? 7 plus 7 root 3, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, AB is 7 plus 7 root 3. That is 7 common 1 plus root 3. If root 3 value is mentioned in the question, we are supposed to substitute it over here. Otherwise, we can leave our answer as it is. This much meter is the height of the tower. Okay. As it is, we have taken. We have not changed anything. We have not changed anything. What we have done, we realized that there is a building, there is a tower. From the top of the building, angle of elevation to the top of the tower. From the top of the building, angle of elevation to the bottom, the foot of the tower. Okay, angle of depression. This angle of depression is 45 degree. Angle of elevation was 60 degree, and hence this much is 7 meter. And hence find the length, the height, this height, complete height of this tower AB. We realize that there are two right angle triangle, and we have taken that as it is without drawing parallel line anything. We have taken as it is. Okay, here we have marked the, we have taken triangle ADC, and we have taken triangle BCB or BCD, whatever, and we ended up getting the height, that is AC we got as a 7 root 3, and hence AB, the complete length, we got 7 plus 7 root 3. Okay, but I would suggest you to do it like this. Just draw line over here. However, if you are doing like this, you will be getting full marks for that. Okay, no worries. You will be getting full marks, but everywhere in your book or anywhere you will find that always we are taking, if that is 45 degree, then this will also be 45 degree. Now we will focus on this angle, this triangle. That is, this was Eve or what? Yeah, that was E. Now we will focus on this triangle. So we will be focusing on this triangle. Let me highlight it. This triangle. And now we will focus on this triangle. Because if the question will be tricky, then maybe that this triangle can create confusion. So from the very beginning, we will make it a habit to just take the angle of depression like this and then continue. So we'll be taking this two triangle now. First, tell me the previous method is clear or not. Is it clear
Yes,
to
ma'am.
everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can also do it this way. You can take triangle ADC. You can take triangle DEB, and then you can continue. Still will be, you understand it, AC side we need to use because height of the tower we need to find, and CD we can use over here because CD and BE both are equal. Okay. So tan 60 is equals to AC by CD. Here tan 45 is equals to 7 opposite over adjacent BE. We realize that BE and CD both are same. So here we are getting BE as 7. We can say that we know BE and CD are same, and we can use this BE value at the place of CD. Okay, we can use it over here. These are just two different ways of doing the same thing. If first method is more easier for you, please do it this way. Okay, please do it this way. Any confusion?
No.
One by one. Aisha, is it clear, Aisha? Abdul?
Yes, ma'am.
Afnan?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Aisha, please turn on your camera. Abdul, please turn on your camera.
Ma'am, yesterday I sent you one of the solution. Did you check that?
Oh yeah, Aisha, just a second, I'm coming to that. Yes,
Okay.
Ifra, please turn on your camera.
Ma'am, I'm in computer. I can't turn on.
You are using PC?
Yes.
In PC, inbuilt camera nowadays, it's there. In your PC, it's not there?
No, ma'am, we are fixing it actually.
Okay. Okay, let's continue. Just a second. Let's do the next question. As observe from the top of a 75-meter high lighthouse from the sea level. The angles of depression of two ships are 30° and 45° if one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse. Find the distance between the two ships. Okay, let's draw the figure. Can you tell me what is lighthouse? Yes, anyone? What is lighthouse?
A tower which has light on it.
Yes? Yes, Aisha, what you say?
It's like a very tall tower with the lights, with light on top of it to guide ships.
Exactly. Something like, let me show you. Can you see? Wait, wait. Just a second. Can you see it? The lighthouse. Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is how, yes, a big tower, big, where on the top of that, they just throw the light, like here and there, keep throwing in the sea. If anyone need help, then here are we. Okay, so let's continue. This is the lighthouse. Now our question is having a lighthouse. Read, read it, and as observed from the top of 75-meter high lighthouse. Okay, so from the top of 75-meter high lighthouse. Okay, this is lighthouse. 75-meter high lighthouse from the sea level. From sea level, the height is 75-meter high. Of course, that height only we need, right? The angle of depression of two ships, angle of depression of two ships. Okay, two ships are there. So basically, the question says there is a lighthouse and two ships are there. Two ships are there. Okay, according to question, two ships are there and there is a lighthouse that is 75 meter is the height, right? Okay, as observed from the top of 75-meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angle of depression of two ships are 30° and 45°. Angle of depression of two ships are 30° and 45°. If one ship is exactly behind the other ship on the same side of lighthouse, on the same side of lighthouse, there are two ships. One is behind the other one. Okay, an angle of depression of this ship and of this ship, angle of depression is, it's given over here 30° and 45°. Now only I was telling you, you always have to take angle of depression with the horizontal line. Okay, so from the top of the lighthouse only you have to draw a horizontal line. Now one of the angle is 30°, one more angle is there, that is 45°. So we will be taking the total angle as a, this complete angle is 45°. And if it is creating confusion, let me maintain the color. Just a second. Okay, this purple color line with the horizontal, it's 45. Now it is making angle of depression as 45°. And this blue color line is also making angle of depression. And maybe this one is 30. Why? How we will know which one is 30, which one is 45? Think about it. The bigger angle is 45° and the smaller angle is 30°. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you see we have marked the bigger angle as a 45° by using just the logic. It is not given in the question which one is 45 and which one is 30. We understand angle of depression. One of them is 45, another is 30. So we are just drawing two ships over here. One is behind the other and we are marking the angle of depression. By using the logic, we are saying the bigger angle of course will be 45 degree and the smaller angle will be 30 degree. Is it clear so far? And of course, the angle will be with the horizontal line through the top of the lighthouse only. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue. If one of the ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of lighthouse, find the distance between the two ships. We are supposed to find the distance between two ships. This distance we are supposed to find. Only this distance we are supposed to find over here. Okay. Now let's draw it properly without ships and all. So I'm going to remove the ship. Here on the ground level, we will be drawing one line. Ground level. We will join it like this. We will join it like this. Okay. Other one also we will join with the ground level. And we will try figuring it out. That's why I said that marking the angle, that is parallel line, alternate. This is what we are having. Now let's focus. Okay. The black color line and this green one, the ground level, this two. Now only if you will try understanding which one is the right angle triangle, you are not getting, right? Are you getting which one is the right angle triangle? 30 degree, 40 degree, 45 degree is visible, but right angle triangle, can you see now? No.
Ma'am,
Okay.
I drew this diagram in some other way.
How you did, Aisha?
I directly made a right angle triangle, and then from A I marked 30 degree, as it was a transversal line from A to the hypotenuse. Then the CD was 30 degree, and
And
A to the horizontal was 30 degree.
but this is what we are getting in actual, right? Yeah, we'll be getting that figure which you are talking about, Aisha. I'm going to show that only. Can you see there is a line? There is another line. These two are parallel with each other. And this one is the transversal. Then if this is 30 degree, can we say this much will be 30 degree? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now can you see this line? Can you see the same line again? Now this time this one is the transversal. If that complete is 45 degree, can we say this will be 45 degree? Yes or no? Are you getting it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's make the customized figure. So she has directly drawn like this. And one of them is 30 degree, one is 45 degree. But directly if you are drawing
Yes,
the
ma'am.
figure, that means you are taking it as an angle of elevation, which is not the
No,
case.
I drew the first I drew the horizontal, and then I took like 30 and 45.
Yeah. First you have to draw horizontal, okay, and then you have to show over there that one of them is 30, another is 45, and hence we are
And
getting this
after
two
that,
triangle.
I drew this.
Yes, that is fine, Aisha. This is A, B, C, D, you can name it. This is, see, previous scenario, of course you have to draw it. Of course you have to draw it, the previous figure. And then you are drawing this one, that is okay. Or in the previous figure only you are you started doing the solution, that is also okay. Since my figure became so bold after using so many color, that's why I am drawing it one more time. Here only you can just take this as a 45 and this as a 30. Here only you can start solving the question that now we are going to focus on. We will only be focusing on two triangles, that is ABC and that is ABD. These two are right angle triangles. So we will be focusing on triangle ABC and we will be focusing on triangle ABD. Now the height of this lighthouse is given as a 75 meter. Okay. So if we know the height, of course we are supposed to use the height. And what we need to find over here, distance between these two SIP we have to find, CD we have to find. That means base we will be using. Okay, adjacent side, opposite side we'll be using. So still you can see tan is coming. Tan 30 degree, tan 45 degree, opposite over adjacent, and then you have to do the subtraction. Are you getting, everyone? Yes,
Ma'am, can you tell again? I didn't understand.
I said that now we are having the figure. We have to take triangle ABC, which is right angle triangle, and we have to take the complete triangle, that is ABD. That is also right angle. In one of the case, it is tan 30 degree is equals to opposite side over adjacent side. B, wait, opposite is AB and yeah, BC. This is 45 degree because we are talking about triangle ABC. Focus ABC. So tan 45 degree is equals to, can we say AB by BC? Can we?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we? Now here for the complete triangle, can we say that tan 30 degree is equals to again AB by BD? Can we? Can we?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can say
Ma'am,
that,
I got
right?
my answer.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I did this question and I got my answer.
Okay, you got your answer. This tan 45 degree is one. Okay, AB is already given, the lighthouse is 75-meter height is there. BC we don't know. So can we say BC is 75 meter? Can we?
Yes.
And here AB is still at 75. Tan 30 degree value is, who will say what is the value for tan 30?
1 by root.
1 by root 3. That by BD is there. So from here we are going to get BD, right? Now we are having BD. Now we are having BC. We have BD you are having. BC you are having. You have to find CD. Will it be possible to find CD?
Yes.
BD you are having in hand. BC you are having in hand. Then CD, is it possible to find or not? What is the distance between two SIPs?
Yes, ma'am.
Getting it? How exactly we are solving this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yeah, I'm keeping this much over here. One or two more questions are there. We'll finish it in the next class. Meanwhile, Aisha, I have checked, but I need to